name's Kale, guys. Nexas here, and welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, guys, we're here with sort of a little bit of a PSA because Iron Banner is going to be up, and we got the twab with all the sorts of buffs and nerfs that are going to be happening next week. There is a certain weapon that is going to be at freaking Lord Saddlefingers himself. That is honestly an absolute banger. You can see it on my ass right now. It's an absolute banger, and it is getting a buff next season. It's probably going to be, or next week. It's probably going to be one of the best of these high impact frames sort of auto rifles as well, and it's of course gonna be the old school lethal abundance. Now when this first came out, a lot of people were using it, and this is still an absolute beast of an auto rifle even when these high impact frames aren't exactly the meta. Like this weapon can still freaking rail, and I will say that next week when they get the buff, you'll see on the screen what sort of buff they're getting. They're getting an increased base damage of 4%, which you might not think is too much, but I'm telling you, even 1% or 2% changes a weapon completely. So this is going to be pretty nutty next week. Obviously, Tuesday reset. And as I said, this is probably one of the best ones. And it's just a fitting that it is going to, of course, be Iron Banner this week. Now, you don't have many days to kind of look at it. I would have had a video up earlier, but it was my birthday yesterday. Where's my birthday broski at? But yeah, I would have had this video up earlier. So you probably don't have too long. You've got like 2 days or whatever till Tuesday reset. Yeah, we're just going to showcase what the lethal abundance is like in some PvPs. Alrighty, so we are going to, of course, be on the Cathedral of Dusk with the little lethal abundance of good. And this one's going to look like, so if you don't like it, tough titties. But as I said, this should still be a really decent ass auto. It's one of these that even with high impacts, I would say aren't exactly the greatest autos. This one, it still feels really nice there, buddy. You actually remember the jump against domed. Oh man, he's probably so mad, but it can actually rail people really quickly if you hit your shots and everything. The one time, of course, there is gonna be times, and oh my, Iron Banner lagged. He killed himself apparently. What? Oh my god, don't freeze me. Oh, that's a go to shotgun, buddy. Oh, man was trying to slip and slide past me. No, sir. We'll get this guy as well. Oh, give it a kill. If you can hit your shots, obviously, it'll be great. I am freaking whiffing, but with the onslaught and everything on this, and also just with how, like, kind of stable and everything it is, it actually feels really juicy. You can kind of see it can rail really well. That's against an S stock, and I was still able to blast that guy. I'm telling you, this is such a dope-ass auto. And with it getting that damage buff, it's going to be crazy. You're going to have a better time to kill. And the one thing you will see that's kind of annoying with these sort of high impacts is that if people jiggle peek or jiggle the titties around corners with like an igneous or something, obviously it's an auto, you start missing some shots, the time to kill drastically goes down. But with the damage increase, it should make this a lot more consistent. And as I said, when you kind of get the onslaught going, oh man, do you start to freaking rail with this thing. There is other roles you can go for PvP wise, but I just think that the onslaught on this is just so nice in the 6v6 scenario, and I just hit the spawns. I just think overall, oh, that's a shotgun, buddy. Thank you for team shotting with me. But it's more of a just in case, obviously, and this is what I mean by the damage. And then you get onslaught going. Oh man, kind of rare. And as I said, there is some absolute range on this too, which I know the range and everything, you can see I'm getting a little bit of fall off, but if you increase the damage, of course you start going further because the fall off is gonna minus a higher number. And oh my god, I forgot these things are spawning in. Get them, boys, get my onslaught going. Yeah, look at me spray him down, boy. We got onslaught by 2, so the next guy who peeks is getting blasted. Hey, he dipped. Oh my god, get someone. I got sniped, man. This other guy on my team with the sniper, he is hitting shots, but you can kind of see this auto. It's a freaking machine of an auto. The lethal abundance, people still use this. As I said, high impacts are no freaking meta in terms of autos. Maybe the pulses, but the autos are no freaking meta, but they still use this lethal abundance because it freaking rails people. Like, look at this damage. It's the jiggle beacon I was kind of talking about. He's an igneous hammer. Someone freaking die. Oh my god, someone got him. Thank you. I'm gonna super it up though because we are kind of stomping these. Take the burb, and oh my god, I didn't even hit him. There's like 2 people on their team. He actually killed the super. What a giga chad. This is gonna be a mercy roll though. Alright, we might get a few more kills though because they're still kind of here. And oh my god, buddy, do not freaking cope with your auto. Oh, hit me, Poppy. Thank you. The 2 shots are real. There's the mercy roll. Finally actually came in, but you can kind of see that this lethal abundance, even with an onslaught roll or any sort of like decent-ish roll, like I've got elemental capacitor, which is just my reload, obviously. So even with like an average-ish sort of roll, it can rail. So I'm telling you, if you get a good PvP roll, come next Tuesday reset when the buff comes in, this is going to annihilate PvP. I'm telling you right now. It's one of these autos that just rails. You can use other high impacts, but this lethal abundance, there's just something there's something juicy about it that makes it so good PvP. Well, that is it for me. And of course, the Lethal Abundance auto rifle itself. I know that was kind of quick and quicker than me in bed, to be honest. But that is just what happens with Iron Banner. It's just mercenary rolls and everything. It takes so long to find a game now. The population is so low. This is a banger of an auto rifle that I just get in general because it is such a dope auto rifle. It has been since it kind of came out first. It is a legacy frame sort of, well, not legacy frame, but it's a legacy sort of engram obtaining. So you do have to spend 3 engrams to get 1 roll of this, which is pretty pricey. I don't know why they still have that for legacy ones, because they're old weapons. Oh, I don't know, Bungie. They just make some weird decisions, but I do think it's worth getting some rolls, or if you have some rolls, be on the lookout come, of course, Tuesday reset, because I honestly will say that buff to these high impacts, it's going to be kind of crazy, because the extra damage, it will just, the amount of times people get away with 1 HP with these sorts of autos, that's legit all that happens. But the extra damage is going to mean they can't just dip so quickly. It's going to be so glorious on this auto. As I said, there is a ton of high impacts, but for me, this is by far the best legendary high impact, and especially with the rolls you can get in it, it's an absolute freaking machine. So yeah, 100% guys, be on the lookout for some rolls of this, or if you have some, be excited for Tuesday reset, because Lethal Abundance is going to become even more lethal. That extra damage to crits is going to be crazy. But regardless, if you like the video, show us a like. I'd really see more content. Subscribe. Fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see you in the next collective in the next one.